or fair, I don't know. The team already sent a statement, and they wanted to make sure, you know, that we appreciate what they did as an organization. And I know for some people it's probably not enough, for others maybe it is. I'm just here like every day, you know, just to talk to you people or whatever you guys want to talk about, you know. From my end, like I said yesterday, I was very surprised, but at the same time, I think about it today, and this is the guy that gave me a shot to become a big league manager. You know, for 4 or 5 years, you go through this process, and nobody gave you a shot, and all of a sudden, you know, Dave Dombrowski, 4 years in the big leagues, you know, decides to give me a chance to run this organization as a manager. And we were successful last year. This year, not that much, you know, and there's a business that, you know, sometimes you gotta take tough decisions, and it was a tough decision. And, you know, our initiative decided that from now on, they're gonna look forward for somebody else, you know, to run baseball operations. And they explained it very simple, you know, the guy's amazing. He's probably a Hall of Famer, what he did for the organization the last, 4 or 5 years. It was great, and I think everybody's appreciative of what they have done. What happened last night before not playing well? You know, they told me after the game, and you have to tell the players, you know, it's not easy, you know, it's just, I always talk about it with you guys, you know, like there's the game, and then there's what happens off the field, and then your feelings and all of that, you know. It was a tough night for everybody, and, you know, you talk to the people that are close to you, and listen to them, and put your thoughts in the right, you know, your mind in the right frame of mind, and you move forward, you know. We gotta show up today, and we gotta play, you know, as an organization, we gotta move forward.
What are the things you'll be looking for in the new GM?
Me? I don't know, Johnny. I think, you know, one thing for sure, I'll be me. You know, I'm not gonna change. This is what, you know, people respect or like about me, that, you know, it's not as black and white as Joey, you know, my brother, but, you know, I'm pretty honest, conviction, and I think I can help baseball teams to accomplish their goals, you know, so we'll see where it takes us. Right now, we got 4 people that are, you know, gonna be running the baseball operation, very respected. People that, you know, they're not new for me, because between Dave and the 4 of them, you know, they were always around. They're always around. And some people that we really trust and we really like, and it's gonna be interesting, obviously, because it's a new dynamic, but it's not that new. Because one thing about it, the last 2 years, it's all about teamwork here. And Eddie, Raquel, Zach, and BOH, you know, that's what they're gonna do. Try to put this organization, you know, at its best every day.
How hard is it for you right now, kind of not to know, kind of going forward, who's going to be the person you replace?
I haven't even think about
Yeah.
that. You know, honestly, you know, my goal is to get these guys in the right frame of mind and go out there and play hard. You know, for whatever has happened this season, something I'm very proud of them is that they showing up every day, regardless of the results. You know, they put it behind them and they play hard. You know, and it's a different dynamic from last night on. We'll see where it takes us, but that's my job right now. That's what I gotta think.
Did you get a chance to talk to Dave?
I talked to him this morning, actually, just to thank him for trusting me and giving me a chance to become a big league manager. You know, the process was a long one. You know, I think 4 or 5 teams that obviously, you know, they decided to go in another direction. I learned from that process, and all of a sudden this guy, you know, with 40 years of experience decides to, hey, go ahead, kid. I think you can do this. And here I am because of him.
Alex, how do you approach the last 3 weeks in terms of thinking about, you know, winning as many games as possible, but also, given the uncertainty of the front office, developing players and getting a look at players going forward?
I mean, we'll do our best to win every game possible, obviously, but at the same time, we got to take care of some players. That's important. There's some arms here that they're part of not only the now but the future of the organization. So, I know a lot of people like the all-in approach, I do too, but at the same time, you know, we're all in for a long period of time, not only 18 and 19. My plan is, like I told you guys last year, you know, like those two twins to go to high school and so and go to college here in Boston. So I better take care of the future of the organization.
The press release, the quotes in the press release, more or less bragged about the job that Dave did, bragged about hiring him, bragged about winning 4 World Series this century, but didn't address why he got fired. I'm sure you're curious as to why he got fired. Do you know? Did the owners tell you? And if so, can you share with us why he got fired?
I think the organization decided to move in a different direction, just like it says in the statement. I don't think, you know, they have to go into details. I think the organization just decided that it was time to move on. You know, and, like
Did they
said,
tell you why they decided it was time to move on?
I don't, you know, I talked to them about it, you know, I talked what's going on and where we at and what was gonna happen in the upcoming months.
Did you get a sense, Alex, it was more than just the performance on the field?
About.
The reason to part
No,
ways?
it's just the direction of the organization.
Alex, will Price be shut down?
David?
Yes.
David, he's supposed to play catch again, he was feeling better. We'll see where he goes, he's not gonna pitch this week. So, I think obviously the calendar would run out of time, but, you always want guys to finish healthy the season. And, if we find a way that, you know, he can go out there and perform, we'll be good, but at the same time, we gotta be smart about it, you know? David is a huge part of what we're trying to accomplish in the upcoming years too.
Alex, who told you after the game that they made the move?
Eddie, BOH, John, Sam, Tom, they came down.
In your office? Yeah. And did you have any inkling prior to that this was gonna happen?
No.
And what was the message that you conveyed to the players at that point?
It was kind of like an audible, you know, because the way it works, I gotta come here and you guys are gonna be going down there. I don't want